I got to get to my pal, James Buchanan. Put him on up. James Buchanan was president of the United States from 1856 to 60. Okay? He was the worst president by far in the history of our republic because he allowed the South, the southern states, to loot Union depots, to disrespect the federal government en masse. He allowed the buildup to the Civil War. Okay? And then Lincoln got elected and comes in, and all hell breaks loose because Buchanan didn't care, just as Biden doesn't care, about the South's insurrection. He didn't care. He did nothing. Now, I can prove it. In my collection of historical artifacts, I have a letter from Harry Truman. Throw it on up. Okay? So a woman writes to Truman, and she says, what about Buchanan and the Civil War? And Truman writes back, if old Buck, that's his nickname, Buchanan, had the cojones, he didn't use that word, Truman, but that's what he's saying, of Andrew Jackson, the Civil War might have been averted, which is absolutely true. If you had Jackson in front of Lincoln, Andrew Jackson, he never would have allowed the South to gather in strength to defy the federal government, because once you defy the federal government, then everybody in the South goes, we can do this. We can do this. We can separate. They're not going to do anything, or we'll kick their butt if they try. Instead of sending federal troops and force en masse down to the South and stopping it in its infancy. Okay, so Truman and everybody else who knows the country and knows what happened knows that Buchanan was the worst. And he was the worst because he didn't care. He was a coward or whatever it may be. I don't know what his inner thoughts were, but I do know for 4 years he sat on his expansive butt and did nothing. Just as Biden is doing that now in very, very serious things for this country. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years, interest rates skyrocketing, we all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So, you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers, are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532.